Hi guys, I'm back with Storytime part 3. Um, why I don't go to church no more. I was church hurt, but I'm not mad at the church. It was just the people in the church. So I left off as at the funeral home. So the funeral home went and got my babies. It was three of them. They was triplets, and they took me. And then I went and filled out some papers, and they ended up doing their thing, and then they called me once they got, through cremating my babies. So we went and got the death certificates and and the cream, the ashes and stuff, and they was in little boxes. I'm finna show y'all the boxes. But so they gave us some containers. I'm finna show y'all that they had. Okay, the rest of the day is old. But these is the containers they gave us to put they blankets and stuff. These is the one I'm gonna show y'all. Put that down so y'all can see it. Okay, I don't know what this thing is. See, this had this is where the hospital it was at. They gave us where they gave me this when they measured their head. I don't know if y'all can see the light. Measuring their head. Here go. I had two girls and one boy. Here go the little sleepwear they in, and this is all three of theirs. Here go their little robes that they had for them. I still have it. Still have it. Oh wow. Oh my God, this is. Don't you know I ain't never really opened this box until now, y'all. Oh my God, I kind of feel it. I haven't opened this box until now. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I did this for YouTube. Oh my God. Whew. This is their stuff. I am not gonna cry. They were a guy. This is their stuff and I still have it. This is okay. What? So this is the first box, but all this was the boy box. But all that stuff in here. Okay, look y'all. Oh my God, I ain't opened this. I'm not opened this. I ain't opened this at all since it happened. I haven't opened it, and this they thing when they measured their head, and wow. It's the blanket. Oh my God. I haven't opened it at all, y'all. I haven't opened it. I haven't opened it. I really, listen, I haven't opened it, y'all. I haven't opened it. This is my first time opening it. I swear to y'all, one lie. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay. This the other girl, my other one. And this thing right here is where they put all, cause when I had, they put the ashes in these. They had boxes, cause they was babies. So this is and it's dirty. It ain't got dirty. I don't know. Oh, okay. This is where the ashes was in, and here go the memory for that. Okay. And they, all three of them, they gave us this and they gave us some more stuff. But I've been by there, I moved, I had all this stuff put together. So, that's it. So, you know, the church said they couldn't help, and the pastor didn't call me. The assistant pastor, the deacon, and nobody didn't call to pray with me or come over to pray with me or had me to come to church to pray with me. I didn't hear nothing from them. And a week later, I found out that they paid this lady rent. I mean, they paid this lady light bill. So I was super hurt, but I wasn't mad. I think I was I was hurt, but I wasn't hurt like mad, like I want to do something mad. I was just like, oh my God, y'all saying y'all couldn't help me bury my babies. But, whew, but y'all pay somebody a light bill? And honestly, honestly, I still went back to that church and paid my tithes a couple of more times and stuff. So, and then I just stopped going because it kept refreshing my memory. Just, you know how you have that other side. Like, don't worry about it. You got the other side. Worry about it. So I was like, you know, I still was going, but I just completely stopped going because I was still going. I still paid money. I still paid tithes. I just didn't get them a lot like I normally do, you know. But I still paid my tithe and offering and stuff like that. So, and that's what happened. But I ended up visiting other churches. I really liked this one church that I went to. He was pretty nice because when I had my surgery, he called, the pastor actually called me and prayed with me and you know, so I liked it that when a pastor be hands-on, not only for a show or not only for a visit, you know what I'm saying, just like they hands on with you. I like pastors that's hands on with you, like that at least have enough time to pray with you when stuff's going on. Besides, in front of the whole church, they could pray for you on the phone, or you know him. Him and his wife, and you know the first lady can pull you aside and they pray for you just separate. Besides praying for you with everybody together, everybody have their own issues, but everybody going through stuff. So I ended up going to another church, and I had some business that I was taking care of, and once I had that business I was taking care of, I met this older lady, and she was like, I think she said she was like maybe her late 50s, maybe early 60s, but she didn't look it, you know, she looked good for her age, and she was sweet, so we was like trying to kill time by talking to each other. So she was like, oh, I'm finna give you my number. I want you to come visit my church. And I was like, that's cool. I'll come. I love going to church. And once we talked on the phone, like I think I met her that Wednesday or Thursday. You know, church is Sunday, so we talked on the phone maybe like that Friday or maybe Saturday. She was telling me what to say because they was having visitor day, guest day or whatever. And so she ended up like ask for such and such and say you such and such guest or whatever. And I was like, okay. And I was getting dressed. I was really excited. I took my daughter. My daughter was pregnant at the time. And it was like real cold outside, and it was drizzling. It was raining. And we was getting dressed. I was happy. I was telling my daughter about it. Whatever. We got to the church. It was raining and it was drizzling outside and everything. So by the time I came to the church door, it was like a whole bunch of ladies. They opened the door. Who you here to see? At a church. Yes, ma'am. They opened that. They didn't open that door. They was peeking through the door like I was at somebody's house, you know. And they was like, who you with? Who you want? Well, such and such calling down. So they didn't let me in the church, and it was cold. Me and my daughter was standing out there, and it was cold and raining. And they were just asking all kind of questions, laughing amongst each other, talking to each other, telling me, that's my Adam, sister Adam, why you remember her? You know, instead of letting us in. And then I thought about it. I was like, hey, hold up. Oh, it's cold and it's raining out here. I said, can we come in? Oh, sure. Oh. But you didn't think to let me in? This a church. Y'all holding the doors, not letting me in like I'm a government or something. I don't know. But that was strange to me. So, they still got there, asked me the third degree, asked me everything about who I know and all that and everything. So I guess that was just that serious at church guest day and how many people get the most guests and everything. I don't know what they do, give money away or gifts or something. I don't know. But I end up going to sit down, me and my daughter. I end up sitting, I'm like, hey, I'm right here, hey. And she like, hey. But she just only like gave me a hey and kept walking, and her and her family members, when it said wait on the other side, instead of her saying come over here and sit with us, you my guest. But she was sitting where her and her family was sitting at. It was still a whole row. You know how church seats is. It still was a whole empty row that she could have said, y'all, it was just two of us, me and my daughter. Y'all can come over here, you my guest. That's your daughter, that's my guest now. Whatever. But she still went in. You know how the church, they got 1, 2, 3 rows. One in the back. She sat on the third one. I was on the first one, and it's that middle seat. I was on the right and she was on the left. And she just waved at me, that was it. But she claimed me at the end of the sermon when he said, how many guests? Like, I got guests, Pastor. Them guests over that way. But she never did speak to me no more. So, I was like, ooh. But the pastor, he preached that sermon that day. But the usher lady, whatever she was, the usher, or whatever, she was acting real funny with me like I was a kid or something, because I know I look like a kid at times. But I had need to use the restroom. I had seen a couple of people walking out. The pastor was preaching, but he had stopped preaching. I think somebody else was talking. But I started seeing people go out, whatever. They was going to the restroom one night or going to, because they was cooking that day. Maybe going, she was letting people out that was a member of the church. She wouldn't let me out. So when I was there, I said, I'm really in a tight. I had been there for a couple of hours. I was like, I'm really tight. I need to use the restroom. Tell me, well, you can't go out while the pastor speaking. The pastor wasn't even speaking yet. She wouldn't even let me out that door. She said, if you go out this door, you can't come back in. I said, okay, I want for the store no mess at no church. So I sat back down. I went and told my daughter, I said, they won't even let me use the restroom. Let me go out and come back in. I've seen people going out and come back in, I guess that they know or whatever. But she was acting real shitty with me. So I was like, okay, all right. So I went and told my daughter, and I was like, that lady won't even let me use the restroom. I seen my daughter said, yeah, Mom, I did see a couple of people going out the door and then coming back in. I don't know why she didn't let you go to the restroom. I said, well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll just hold it to the end of the service, So I ended up holding to the end of service, and I went to the restroom. The lady was already gone. She already had towed herself out of there to the where they was cooking at. Where they was cooking at. So when I seen her, I said, hey, how you doing? I was telling her what went on when I got there. She's like, nah, I don't know them to act like that. So she was in, denial or whatever. My daughter said, yeah, my mama, telling the truth. That what really did happen or whatever. She's like, oh, well, I don't know sister so to be like that. Well, I'm going to have to talk to her. Well, and then she walked off. But I don't know nothing about this church. I don't know nobody at this church. I could have been her guest. So she dogged me out. So she didn't. Me and my daughter, I said, let us just go get some plates and we finna leave or whatever. So we went and got some plates, and some people there was nice and they just gave us plates. And then I went home. I went on and left. I didn't see her no more. She was over there talking to everybody else or talking to her family and stuff like that, but she wasn't really studying us or whatever. And I ended up leaving. But she just managed. She didn't call me no more. I was like, hey, I want you to come back to church. I'm sorry you had a bad experience, honey. But just come back, and maybe it'll be better. She never did call me no more. She didn't call me or nothing. I said, you would just only use me for visitor day? Really? It was that serious. And I wasn't even hurt. I was like, I'm so sick of dealing with people in these churches. I'm not mad at the churches, the people in the church that'll send you straight to hell. Because they be having an evil spirit than you. And you ain't even in church. But God forgive me for saying that. You know, I'm just saying, you know, so thank y'all. Please watch it to the end. Thank y'all, and please, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So this is a very sensitive subject to me. I don't talk about it. I'm coming back with part 4. See y'all later. See y'all in part 4.